Let's talk, you and me, of unpalatable things that start with a P. Politicians, pundits, propaganda, Palin. Ah, Sarah Palin, the presumptive nominee of the Tea Party. What do you think? Is she prepping for a presidential run? A lot of people apparently think so. But here's my prediction. Let me put this precisely. No. Oh, I know she'd be the perfect patsy for the plutocrats who have Congress in their pockets. And the teabaggers love her. She could poop her pants, and the mama grizzlies would swear it smells like potpourri. But despite her persistent popularity, Sarah Palin is a piss-poor politician. I know she mounts the podium with the poise of a pageant princess, and she can pontificate with aplomb as long as she stays to her talking points. But press her for something more persuasive than a bumper sticker, and we've all seen what happens. She sputters like an addle-pated boob. John Cleese says she's a parrot, and Tina Fey knows that she's a self-writing parody. But being an idiot never held Sarah Palin back. If she wanted to be president, you can bet your ass she'd try. But unlike the VP nomination, nobody will hand her this one on a plate. Running for president is just too much work, especially when there are easier pickings at Fox. All Sarah Palin wants to be is a pundit. The pay is good and the bar is low, and she can do what she does best, which is to pander to the polarized partisans of the far right. There's a reason why people like Sean Hannity and Ish Limbaugh don't run for office. If they were elected officials, they'd be part of the problem that they like to rail against. They'd have to proffer some real solutions, instead of just pissing and moaning about liberals. But as pundits, they're not accountable. They don't even have to be right. It's not their job to be right. It's their job to present a particular point of view. It's their job to promote the party line. It's their job to push propaganda. And it's easy. After all, the people who watch Fox are a credulous lot. All you have to do is tell them what they want to hear. And as I said, that's what Sarah Palin does best. She can preach to the choir. Now, that does not preclude the pretense of a presidential run. Pretense being the operative word. I predict 5 primaries tops. She'll be trounced at the polls and pummeled by the press. Persecuted, she will say. And then she'll drop out. For all the right reasons, of course. For the good of the country. For the unity of the party. And she'll put her weight behind the front runner. For a few modest speaking fees. And all the money remaining in Sarah Pack will be diverted to the House of Palin. The teabaggers will shower her with praise, but they will never realize that Sarah Palin picked their pockets. Now, if these prognostications pissed you off, I have a piece of advice for you. You'll feel better afterwards.